Hola. This will probably be my last post for a while. I don't know if I will do it from Michigan or not, but here's the deal, peeps. I am so exhausted that I kind of think I'm dying. Wish I was exaggerating, but I mean, I almost feel like I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. So it's pretty intense. And like some days I do better, and then the last 3 days I've just been totally crashing to the point where I think like, you know, I shouldn't be on the road. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, and don't worry, I don't really drive anywhere. But of course, on Thursday I have to drive to Michigan, so I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, today, the thought of that and everything I have to do before I can get in the car was so overwhelming. I thought I'm about to have a panic attack. And I know that people like, I mean, maybe I just like am overly concerned with what people think. Usually that's true. I think like you cannot understand how much work is going on for me without having living this life. I mean, it's crazy. It's like I'm circuit training between one horrible physically exhausting challenge to another all day, every day for 21 straight days. I mean, it's like nuts. It's nuts. I've been even kind of sleeping-ish the last couple of nights, only being woken up like 2 or 3 times. And for me, I'm used to that. That's been how my life has been for 8 years, so that's not something that would normally make me feel like I'm going to die. But when I wake up, it's just too. I told Mr. Evans yesterday, I'm like, it's too much to ask one person to be doing all of these things at once. It is just too much. And like, I don't have anybody to help me. It's not like this is the equivalent of being a single mom. You know what I mean? Like, unless you never have any friends or relatives to help you. I mean, it's just like crazy. It's crazy. And we've had, tomorrow, I guess, will be 16 showings in 30 days. So, I mean, that'll kind of give you an idea. It's not like, I mean, we're having a ton of showings, and only a few times have they been on more than once a day. I mean, it's like almost all individual days. When my cell phone rings, which is what the showing like scheduler calls, I actually like start shaking a little bit because it's just like I can't do it. I can't pull it together. And I mean, my house, I obviously maintain it at a pretty decent level, but and this is where Mr. F and I differ, and I'm just not going to change. I mean, I will die doing this if that's what I have to do. Our house is expensive, you know. I want you to pay a lot of money for this product that I'm selling you, and I respect that. So I want you to come in and have it be the best possible experience it's going to be. And since I don't know which one of you is going to buy it, I mean, like, I do it every time. So if that means I have to wipe down the floors every time, I will do that because I believe, and I believe it's true, that A, it's disrespectful not to do that, but also, when your house is a certain level of price, you know what I mean, like, people are going to make certain, you know, you're going to negotiate, whatever. And if having the house super clean means people are more willing to pay $10,000 more than if it weren't, that seems like effort spent on my part, even if it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that is how I look at it. Because I do know, I mean, like, having seen a lot of houses in this area, people are not doing what I'm doing. I mean, my house is immaculate, spotless, like ridiculous every time someone comes in. I'm a little bit worried about when we're gone because I won't be able to, like, even though people are just going to be walking through, you would be surprised what happens to the floors. Because I know that our house is like top-notch, and it's been like every single realtor has rated it as showing top-notch. So I know it's true that if people are looking at houses of the same value and our house is excellent, you know, then you're more likely to maybe buy our house, and you're more likely to think our house is worth more. I mean, it's just a fact. So I'm gonna keep doing it, even if I die doing it. Even though sometimes I wake up and I feel like I'm bleeding from my ears and eyes or something. I mean, I'm so tired. So to do that, so even though the house is like, say, obviously adequately clean, still every morning I have to I mean, it still takes 2 hours to get a house the way I want it, because we use the house, and so I have to like clean the kitchens, and I have to clean the bathrooms and vacuum every single room, and you know, I do all the floors, and you know, you have to make all the beds and get all the curtains opened. I mean, you'd be surprised how much weird little stuff adds up to being like a long time. I mean, you have to turn every single light on, you have to open up all of your shades. I mean, like, all of those things, like if I get a call and someone's coming in an hour and I have to do all of that stuff, it's hardcore. It's hardcore. And I've always got kids with me. I mean, I never have a break. So, it's a lot, people. It is a lot. And if I'm babysitting at the same time, holy mackerel. It's a lot. It's not that the baby actually holds me up, but it's just more stuff I have to pick up, and I have to take apart the pack and play and all of that. I mean, that just adds a whole another like 10-minute thing into my list of things I have to do. So that's that. I mean, it's sucking the freaking life out of me. I no longer feel bad about not exercising, because the fact is, I'm like so physically active, it's crazy, and I don't have the energy. Today it was nice, and I wanted to walk to get kid from school. Her school's half a mile away, and that was like a nice idea. And then I like got to the door, and I was just like, I don't think I could make it all the way there. I mean, for real, I don't think I could. I'm too tired. So today, and this says something, people, I'm gonna stop complaining about it. Although I'm really worried about driving all the way to Michigan. I really am. I'm gonna do it in 2 days, but I don't even know how. On Thursday morning, I have to prepare this potluck dish to take to kids' African feast, like perfect timing. I got out of babysitting, so I don't have to do that on Thursday. I'm doing it tomorrow instead. But I also have to pack the car for our trip, and then clean our house to showing level, and then leave. And I have to do all of that, you know, between when I get back from dropping kid off at school and when I have to be there. So I'll have 2.5 hours to do all of that stuff. And it makes me want to start crying to think about trying to do all that. And then go to this feast, and then drive for, you know, 6 hours. Stay at a hotel, and then do it again the next day. I mean, I'll be excited once we're there and I don't have to do stuff every day, but like, just thinking that I have to do all that and then I still have to drive, it just, I mean, it could make me cry. It's like really insane. Today I was thinking, I'm like, I can't do it. I need to like Priceline some airline tickets. I mean, I don't think I can physically do it. I'm so tired. But we can't afford it. So, that's that. Alright. What was I going to tell you about cleaning your house? I don't even know. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, Mr. F disagrees with me, and I told that's not helping me. I don't really care if you think it's worth it or not. I believe it's worth it, so I'm going to do it, so I just need support. I don't need someone telling me I don't need to clean the floors. I mean, I disagree, because I really think every person is potentially the person who's going to be willing to buy my house. You know what I mean? And I need every person to have the same level of experience. I mean, I just think that's reasonable and the right thing to do. And like, you know, respectful of that person's time and effort and interest. You know what I mean? I'm serious about things like that way. It's part of what makes my life so hard. Oh my God, people. And I don't even want to go there with the fact that when I come back from spring break, I'm going to have to do, I've only just done it for 3 weeks and I'm this tired, that I'm going to come back and I'm going to be looking at doing it for 8 straight weeks. 8 weeks! I think I will die. I can only hope someone puts an offer on the house, and then that'll be that. I won't have to clean it anymore. But to think about, like, you know, if you think about doing like 1 showing a week, I mean, that's nothing. It's like when you have to be doing it every single day because you have a different showing and they call, and rarely do I get more than, you know, 5 hours notice. And I'm not changing that either, peeps, because same thing. I want to sell my house. So this is just what I have to go through. It's just a living hell that I have to go through, because I don't want to ever turn away a buyer. If someone wants to see my house, especially those people who want to see it last minute, I think those people might be more likely to want to buy it. You know, it's just all part of the psychology. I got my head in the game. I gotta do what I gotta do. I do not want to miss the person who's gonna buy it, no matter what it takes. So, even though it is killing me, and I'm pretty much cleaning my floors with my own blood at this point. Oh God, it's so crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. I was just talking to a friend of mine too, whose husband is like gonna do the same situation, stay with the kids while she moves ahead. And I said to her point blank, I'm like, do not do it. It's not worth it. Just put your house on the market earlier and sell. I mean, I wish we had done that, because it's just like, you think you can do it, you think it's not gonna be that bad, but when you like get pounded with showings, it's just like a physical strain when you never have any downtime and you can never recoup, you know, and you are emotionally exhausted from constant care of your kids. I mean, like, it is too much.